Good evening, fifth grade students and Potter families. Welcome to our 2026 fifth grade recognition night. To begin this evening's event, could you all please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Welcome families, staff, special guests, and most importantly, our amazing fifth grade students. Tonight, we gather to celebrate a very special milestone. This evening is not just about looking back on elementary school. It's about celebrating the growth, accomplishments, friendships, and memories that have shaped each of you into the young leaders and learners that you are today. Throughout your years at Potter, you have learned many important lessons. You've learned to read, to write, to solve problems, to compost with Mrs. Goodman, and to think critically. But perhaps even more importantly, you have learned what it means to be part of a community. As part of the Potter community, we always remember to pause to be kind, pause to be safe, and pause to be a learner. While these words may seem simple, they represent values that will guide you far beyond your elementary years. When we pause to be kind, we choose compassion over criticism. We include others, lend a helping hand, and show respect to everyone we meet. Kindness is powerful because even the smallest act can make a lasting difference in someone's day. As you move on to middle school, remember that kindness is a strength that never goes out of style. When we pause to be safe, we make choices that protect ourselves and others. We demonstrate responsibility, integrity, and respect. Being safe means creating an environment where everyone feels valued and supported. And when we pause to be a learner, we embrace challenges, ask questions, and never stop growing. Learning isn't just about grades or tests. It's about curiosity, perseverance, and believing that mistakes are opportunities to improve. Each of you has shown tremendous growth during your time here, and that commitment to learning will open countless doors in the future. Fifth graders, tonight we celebrate you and all that you have accomplished. We have watched you grow from those kindergartners, maybe even preschoolers for some of you, entering our school with backpacks nearly as big as you were, into confident students ready to take on new adventures. We have seen you overcome challenges, support one another, and discover your talents. As you prepare to leave elementary school behind and begin your middle school journey, know that you carry with you more than just academic knowledge. You carry the lessons of kindness, safety, and learning. You carry the friendships you have built, the memories you have made, and the confidence that comes from knowing you can achieve great things. To the families, thank you for your partnership, encouragement, and unwavering support. Your guidance has played a vital role in helping the students reach this important milestone. Fifth graders, can we give your families a round of applause? To our teachers and staff, thank you for the dedication, patience, and care you have shown each student throughout their elementary years. Fifth graders, can we give our teachers a round of applause? Speaking of staff, tonight I would also like to acknowledge 3 staff members who will be retiring at the conclusion of this school year, who have dedicated together over 70 years combined to the Potter School. and they've had a great impact on particularly fifth graders along the way. They have acted as fifth grade teachers, perhaps a math coach, a fifth grade special education teacher, or a fifth grade teacher assistant. So let's please give a round of applause to Dana Doucette, Peggy Gallagher, and Joyce Braga for their dedication. And lastly, to all of you fifth graders, we are incredibly proud of you. Continue to pause and choose kindness. Continue to pause and make safe, responsible decisions. Continue to be lifelong learners. These values will serve as your compass wherever your journey takes you. Congratulations, class of 2026. We celebrate you tonight, and we cannot wait to see all of the wonderful things you will accomplish in the years ahead. Thank you, and congratulations once again. Now let's give them a round of applause. At this time, I would like to ask the fifth grade teachers to come up to the stage. We are going to begin the awards ceremony part of this evening.
All right, first one. We got Mason Aguiar, a.k.a. W.B. Mason. He gets the Drippy Dapper Dan Award. My man Mason comes into school every day looking fresh to death, looking like $1 million and smelling like $1 million too. He's got his grown man cologne that he switches up every few months. He got his fresh Celtics gear. He's got some stylish sweaters. He even throws on some cowboy boots from time to time. He doesn't have just one signature style. He's just straight up styling. I could sure use some of his style tips because he's got that drip, and all I got is a whole bunch of plaid shirts.
All right. Gianna Almeida receives the Never Got Caught Slacking Off Award. Because no matter what was happening in class, chemical reactions, people knighting one another, or students finding ecosystems outside, Gianna was never caught slacking off. Quite impressive, Gianna. Well done.
Manuel Alvarez, a.k.a. Manny being Manny, a.k.a. Manny's Mangrove Forest, a.k.a. what a Manny, what a Manny, what a mighty good Manny, a.k.a. my Manny. He's got his sunshine in his pocket, got his good soul in his feet award. Because he knows how to brighten anybody's day. My man Manny dishes out good mornings and how's your weekends to every adult in the school that he sees. You'll be lucky to get a grunt back if you greet most fifth graders, but not my man Manny. 9 times out of 10, he'll beat you to the punch and ask you how you're doing first. Because that's just Manny being Manny. Angelina Aruda, a.k.a. Angelina, a.k.a. Angie Pangie, a.k.a. Juicebox, gets the Rocinante Award. Angelina is what I would describe as a horse girl. She loves horses, like Don Quixote and his horse, Rocinante. She's all about that horse life. Her shares, horses. Weekend horseback riding. Her poems in the poetry unit, you guessed it, horses. She even tried to make her own food chain plate project based on the food chain of horses. And at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the only basketball game she knew how to play was horse, too.
Ella Aurelio receives the Most Humble Writer Award. Ella is one of the most humble writers I've ever met. Ella can write the most amazing poems, essays, scripts, and paragraphs, yet does not want to share them. Most people would be reading their writing from the rooftops with a megaphone, but not Ella. Her humble nature and witty writing are traits which will take her far in life. Well done.
Olivia Bergeron receives the Do We Have Fab Award. Every day you could catch Olivia coming up to my desk to ask if we had fab that day, even if it was 9 o'clock in the morning. She was always the first person I could count on to ask every day. Thank you for making sure I never forgot Fab, Olivia.
Jackson Betancourt, a.k.a. Jax, a.k.a. Jaximus Prime, a.k.a. Jax Body Spray, gets the Of All Kids to Get a Slanted Desk Award. Jax has a lot of admirable qualities. He can recount missions from Red Dead Redemption and other video games in vivid detail. He can recall scenes from Stranger Things on the spot. He can go beast mode and cruise through the math quests. He just isn't the best at keeping a clean desk. And it definitely doesn't help that his desk is slanted like cursive letters. The second he puts his chair down in the morning, avalanche! Papers start raining down everywhere. Now, if only he could organize his folders the same way he remembers every level of his video games, then we'd be on to something, but we're working on it. Aubrey Borges, a.k.a. Aubrey, a.k.a. Abuela, a.k.a. Abuelita, a.k.a. Ob the Builder, a.k.a. Obsy Obsborn, gets the BYONN award. Bring your own nicknames. One of the hardest things about writing these awards every year is coming up with unique nicknames for all these kids. But Aubrey made it easy for me. She came in with her own list of nicknames right from the jump, right at the beginning of the year. My brother likes to call me Ob the Builder. My dad likes to call me Abuela. I don't think I can take credit for any of Aubrey's nicknames this year. She gave them all to me. But I sure as heck used all of them all year long. I put those nicknames to good use, believe me.
Charlie Botello receives the Future Aeronautic Engineer Award. Charlie worked to become an even more successful student in all areas in order to propel his dreams of becoming a pilot. Charlie knows the intense work that will go into having such a dream starts in the classroom, and he is on his way to continue this work at DMS. Way to fly, Charlie.
Amelia Boucher. Amelia receives the Fashion Icon Award. Emmy came in every day with a fabulous outfit and smile, and don't get me started on Spirit Days. I always looked forward to seeing what new fashion statement she would make each day, from beautiful hairstyles to matching set outfits. Keep shining bright, Emmy. Kinsley Cabral. Kinsley receives the Small But Mighty Award. Kinsley may be small, but she is full of energy and a big heart. Whether she was helping make my classroom shine or coming over to show me her new jelly cats and slime, she always puts a smile on everyone's face. Thank you for the smiles, Kinsley.
Hope Choquette receives the Garden Gnome Award. Hope is the recipient of this award for their passion for all things growing. Hope's powers of observation were on full display while outdoors in nature. Also, Hope's devotion to our surprise indoor garden kept it flourishing even through the darkest months. Thank you, Hope. Jeremiah Clark. Jeremiah Clark receives the Future Engineer Award for always being able to pair his engineering skills with anything we were learning about. You need a sword or a chain mail for your Don Quixote scene? Jeremiah is the one to call. Keep on creating, Jeremiah.
Elizabeth Cruz, a.k.a. Bella, a.k.a. Taco Bella, a.k.a. Belly Button, gets the And Then Award. Quick shares during morning meetings are a necessity when time's limited. Quick shares are encouraged with Bella every time because if not, it turns into a 5-minute long share. After school, I went to the store, and then I rode bikes with my brother, and then I went to my cousin's house, and then I went home, and then I was on call with Angelina, and then I dyed my hair, and then it starts feeling like the drive-through scene in a movie where the character just finally blurts out at the end, "No, and then!" Jaden Cruz, a.k.a. Jaden Nini Cruza Nini, gets the Italian Brain Rot Expert Award. And when I say expert, I mean expert. Jaden has at least 2 different notebooks filled, cover to cover, with recreations of various examples of Italian brain rot, all from memory. Not copied, not traced, all from the inside the confines of his own brain. Each page filled with hand-drawn, colored depiction of each Italian brain rot character with their full names labeled and listed above each one. He remembers all their unique features, and he remembers all their names, like Trippy Troppa Tralalero Tung Tung Sahor, Boneca Trippy Troppi Crocodina. He even makes up some of his own very own custom-made creations. This expert has got some serious skills.
Holly Davies. Holly receives the Future Lawyer Award. Holly was the queen in negotiations this school year. Whether it was asking for fewer academics that day or requesting more FAB time, Holly always had an offer on the table. Don't lose that persistence, Holly.
Mackenzie DeMello receives the Captain Compost Award. This year, Potter started composting cafeteria waste to keep it out of the landfill, and Mackenzie's enthusiasm for this mission earned her that moniker, Captain. She was not afraid to get her hands dirty and stare into the grossness that is the compost bucket. She kept track of lunch shifts, jumped in when it was needed, and kept things running. We'll be lost without you, Mackenzie.
Colton D. Moranville, a.k.a. Corn Dog, a.k.a. Corn Doggy Dog, a.k.a. Corn Diggity Dog, a.k.a. Karate Colton, gets the Evil Knievel Award. Colton is a walking bruise waiting to happen. You could change his name to Colton Dangerous D. Moranville because this guy eats adventure for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He has stories of BMXing and dirt biking outside of school. He comes in with war wounds the next day, and he's right back at it later. I don't even know how he's still standing, but somehow he still walks through the door every morning. He's not afraid of getting all banged up. He doesn't shy away from getting a little boo-boo. Colton is courageous. He's bold, he's brave, he's a young Evil Knievel ready to backflip his bike over a flaming ring of fire.
Christina Dixon. Christina receives the Rising Star Award. Christina always brought extra enthusiasm and energy to our daily activities. Whether she was practicing a new dance or voicing her opinion on a very long assignment, she always brought flair and excitement to class and a smile to my face. Keep bringing that sparkle.
Aiden Doherty, a.k.a. Cheese, a.k.a. Chesburger, a.k.a. The Cheese Stands Alone, a.k.a. Part 1 of the 2-for-1 special, gets the Everything's Better with Cheddar Award. You know how there's always those kids in the class that you can stick anywhere in the room, near anyone in the class, and you don't have to worry because you know they'll never talk anyway? Yeah, well, that's not Aiden. Not at all. He's the exact opposite. He gets along with everyone. You put him near anyone in the room, and he'll talk to them about anything. Video games, sports, candy, random gifts from the morning message, doing the sea lion, anything. It's great. He loves everyone, and everyone loves him. Moving seats every month can be a little bit tricky at times, but it's all worth it in the end. Everything's better with cheddar. More cheese, please. Liam Doherty, a.k.a. Hambone, a.k.a. Hambone Henderson, a.k.a. the Hambone Elisa, a.k.a. Part 2 of the 2-for-1 special, gets the Life-Sized Webster's Dictionary Award. Personification is giving human characteristics to non-human things. The second Hambone fired that definition during the poetry unit, I knew I had myself a walking, talking dictionary right in my midst. From that point on, I went to him anytime the class needed a little refresher. But personification wasn't the only word he could define on a dime. He could consistently recite textbook definitions of CKLA vocabulary words, word for word, to the point that I was starting to wonder if he was sneaking the teacher's manual home at night and studying up.
That's a good one. I like Sofia Dos Santos receives the Clarifying Questioner Award. After giving instructions for an activity, if you are fortunate enough to have a CQer, a clarifying questioner, in your class is in luck. In 5G, Sophia is this person. Not only is she listening to the instructions, she is pondering what the activity will entail, finding holes in the directions, and asking the crucial questions to make the lesson run smoothly. Thank you for making me a better teacher, Sophia.
Tiago Feria, a.k.a. Tea Time, a.k.a. the Boston Tea Party, a.k.a. the Dartmouth Tea Party, a.k.a. Tiago's Apple Curse, a.k.a. T-Dog, gets the Keeping 6-7 on Life Support Award. We all know the 6-7 trend that swept the nation earlier in the school year. Slowly and quietly, it fizzled and died out for most kids, but not Tiago. For the rest of the school year, his morning meeting shares consisted of, woohoo, woohoo, 6-7, 6-7, Mason, don't say 21. All throughout the day, he'd casually comment about the math quests. Oh, Mr. Dutra, does that say page 6-7 on level 2? Mr. Dutra, can you help me with this one? As he points to 6 times 7 on his freckle screen with a devilish little grin on his face. Woo, woo, 6-7, 6-7. Keep it alive, Tiago. The future of 6-7 is dependent on you.
Scott Ferguson. Scott receives the Creative Mind Award. Scott could always be found drawing, writing stories, or telling stories in class. His creative mind brought excitement to our day-to-day activities. Keep being your amazing self always, Scott.
Alexander Fernandez receives the Future Marine Biologist Award. Alex loves learning about everything, and learning about aquatic animals has really gotten a hold on him. Alex has fish tanks and loves discussing his fish and what they need. While immersed in our unit on the big blue ocean, Alex would discuss all things ocean. From the midnight zone to the twilight zone, it wouldn't surprise us if his passion became his career pursuit. Well done, Alex. Oh, Charlotte Flannery receives the Future Chemist Award. Charlotte can make a concoction at any time and barely leave a trace. Shaving cream? Glue? Charlotte can work with that. Your batch of slime is not reacting? Give it to Charlotte and she will find the solution for you. I see a chemistry degree in her future.
Andrew Flexi. Andrew receives the 6-7 award. Andrew kept 6-7 alive in the classroom. Even when it started to fade out, he made sure to bring it back in daily activities. I could always count on Andrew to make the class and myself smile. Keep up that energy, Andrew. Oh, I go again. Sorry. Oliver Florent. Oliver receives the Future Mayor Award. Oliver was always surrounded by friends and brought a positive energy into the room with him. He was seen as the friend group leader and even helped assemble a group of friends to help in kindergarten. Keep up the great work, Oliver.
Callie Furtado receives the Future Mathematician Award. Callie has a way with numbers which is impressive to see. She knows what to do, no matter how complicated the question is. Most of these constructed response math questions are super challenging and have 5 parts. Callie can explain her thinking and get the right answer 98.8% of the time. And keep on calculating, Callie. Thank you.
Bradley Gifford. Bradley receives the Best Teammate Award. Bradley was always by his friends' sides. He was always there to provide support and encouragement to those around him. He could be counted on to bring the team focus and get the job done. Great job, Bradley. Felix Guidoboni. Felix receives the Fix It Felix Award. I knew as soon as I got to know Felix he would be getting this award, not just because of his name, but because of his constant aid to his classmates in need. He was always helping his peers with their work and did it without ever needing to be asked. Never lose that kind heart, Felix.
Nolan Hinchliff. a.k.a. Nolan Springs, a.k.a. Nolanini Bonanini, gets the Hockey Talkie Teriyaki Award. There's not many things that can get Nolan talking. He's a quiet kid. But if you want to hear his voice, get him talking about hockey. He can talk about hockey all year because he plays it for most of the school year. He was keeping up to date with the hockey matchups during the Winter Olympics. Mr. Dutra, can you let me know when the game is starting? Canada versus USA later. The playoff games with the NHL, the Bruins are up against the Sabres tonight in the first round of the playoffs. His own games and tournaments, I scored 2 goals this weekend in the tournament. Nolan doesn't always talk much, but he sure has plenty to say when it comes to hockey. This guy knows hockey. No ifs, ands, or pucks about it. Michaelin Ludzik, a.k.a. Michelin, a.k.a. Mitch, gets the Cookin' with Caitlin Clark Jr. Award. Basketball season shares with Michaelin seemed to form a pattern after a while. I had basketball last night. We won. A few days later, I had basketball last night. We won again. Every time she shared, they were winning. Her team went undefeated with just 1 tie and took home the title. 2 buckets, 1 game. For the next, Michaelin was cooking, a true Michelin star chef on the court.
Emma Hogue. Emma receives the Loyal Friend Award. Emma was always there for her friends in any situation. Her devotion to her people and love for her friends made her someone that everyone could count on and talk to. Thank you for your kindness, Emma.
Julius Jonas Saint receives the Multitasker Award. Julius can write an essay while simultaneously slipping into the story he's reading in the open book hiding in his desk. As the teacher is trying to bust him by calling on him to answer a question, and yes, he is paying attention. Only the truly great multitaskers can handle the teacher's sneak attack. You are ready for DMS and beyond, Julius.
Colton Manchester, a.k.a. Cookie Monster, a.k.a. Cookie, gets the Perfectly Timed Comic Relief Award. Don't get me wrong, I love me some CKLA, but some days the lessons can get a little long, a little dull, and sometimes a little boring for the kiddies. And that's where Colton comes in to spice up the lesson with a little comic relief. One day, we were reading about sea cucumbers and how they shoot their organs out at their predators when they're feeling threatened. Colton decided to act it out. Here, take my liver. Here, my kidneys, my pancreas. And hey, special shout out to Mrs. Richardson for teaching these 5th graders all about human anatomy because my man Colton was taking notes that day.
Lucas Matos receives the Most Affable Award. Lucas walked into class each day with a smile on his face and a kind word on his tongue, which is why he is getting the Most Affable Award. The definition of affable describes a person who is friendly, pleasant, easy to approach, and polite in manner, all of which describe Lucas. If you're having a tough day, spending time with Lucas makes everything seem brighter. Thank you, Lucas, for bringing the sun. Hello, Abby. Abigail McKee receives the... I agree. She receives the Intuitive Student Award for always intuitively knowing where assistance was needed and jumping in to help. Abigail has the uncanny ability to see a weak spot and jump in. Need someone for composting? Need something from the paper closet? Need someone to listen to your essay? Need a spill cleaned? Help with math? Abby just seems to know and would jump in with the biggest smile and help. Well done. Oh, Jameson. I'm on a roll. All right. Jameson McCarthy receives the Ridiculously Reliable Award. Jameson's reliability is quite an asset. He comes in each day ready to do the job of a student. He works hard, assesses his performance, and then decides what needs more of his focus to improve. He will assess his own writing and say, I need more detail in here, or my introduction is weak. I have seen him start over completely on something he knew just wasn't right. Thank you for always bringing your reliable self to class each day and putting in the work to become a successful student, Jameson. Mosquito. All right. Sage Mosquito receives the... Right back. All right, Sage Mosquito receives the Keen Observer Award. Sage receives this award for always watching what is happening with such attention to detail that very little is missed. She is watching everything and making connections all the time. This skill gives Sage a superpower that allows her to help a friend, write a compelling essay, crochet an octopus without a pattern, and find details in nature that are often missed. This superpower helps her see the bigger picture of what is indeed happening. Thanks for always paying attention, Sage.
Tyler Mills, a.k.a. Tyler the Creator, a.k.a. Tie-Dye, a.k.a. Tyler's Muscle Emojis, a.k.a. Stud Multiplier, gets the Elite Emoji Narrator Award. Have you ever heard Siri read a text to you that has emojis in it? You know how Siri describes the emojis in the text? Well, Tyler does that too with morning messages every morning. But Tyler does it even better than Siri ever could. Book emojis become Stacko book emojis. Yellow skin, toned hand, gripping pencil emoji becomes Homer Simpson writing emoji. Brain emojis become Tyler's big brain emoji. And my absolute favorite of all, bicep emojis become Tyler's muscle emojis.
Sawyer McConu Smith receives the Ray of Sunshine Award. Sawyer's smile, bubbly energy, and golden hair made her a ray of sunshine this year. She was always smiling with her friends and loved running around the playground, letting her hair fly free. I could always count on Sawyer to bring a smile to anyone who she ran into. Keep shining bright, Sawyer.
Caroline O'Lilla, a.k.a. Care, a.k.a. Care Bear, a.k.a. Kerber, a.k.a. Care Bear's hair, gets the Amazing Alphabetic Acrobat Award. Name narratives were new to me this year, and they were fun, but I have a feeling one of Care Bear's creations will be nearly impossible to top for years to come. The task was simple. Include pictures of your name within your name narrative. Most students took the easier route. They just used things like keychains, jerseys with their name on them, things like that. Not Care Bear. She stayed late at dance and took pictures of herself forming each letter of her name, Caroline, by contorting her arms and her legs into different positions using only her body. It was easily the most unique thing I saw this year, and I've got a feeling it'll stay that way for a long time.
Mesa Wazani receives the World Traveler Award. Mesa has traveled to quite a few places, and when we discuss something that connects to one of the places she's visited, she will share the connection. Mesa then brings us all on her journey with her recollection of the place she visited, from a place she saw in Providence to a trip she took internationally or a road trip with her family. We all enjoyed hearing about her travels. Thank you.
Cadence Paveo. Cadence receives the Doodle Detective Award. Cadence was a great artist this year. She could often be found drawing doodles on little scrap pieces of paper and collecting them in her desk. She loved to draw all things cute, bunnies, kittens, alpacas, you name it, but would keep them hidden away until desk cleaning day. Stay creative, Cadence.
Audrey Piona, a.k.a. Odgepodge, a.k.a. Audgie Podgy, gets the Why Can't Every Day Be Hat Day award. Audrey loves wearing hats. She wears a hat any chance she can get. Coming into school, leaving school, going to recess, even going to gym. Audrey just loves keeping that hat on the top of her head. I feel like she's lost without it. Surprised she doesn't have one on tonight. She might not even realize it, realize it's there half the time when it's on, but the second it's off, she knows. She's like, Hey Arnold with his tiny little blue hat. You don't even realize it's there when it's there, but when it's not, something just doesn't feel right.
Callan Russo receives the Future Survivalist Award. Not many students today would look forward to spending time in a rustic cabin in Maine, but Callan did and survived to tell the tale about his many adventures with minimal comforts of the modern world. No Wi-Fi? No problem. Callan is going exploring. Never stop adventuring, Callan.
Emily Sales, a.k.a. Emily Dickinson, a.k.a. M-Dash, gets the Doodling Like Dave Pilkey Award. It all started in October when Emily began drawing scenes from The Thief of Always after a read-aloud time. She had funny renditions of Clue Cat, detailed recreations of Harvey Swick in the Hood House, and terrifying pictures of Jive, Rictus, and Karna. She moved on to witty interpretations of scenes from Home of the Brave, like Keck in the cafeteria holding up the strange brown stick known as a French fry. Then she created political cartoons based on chapters from Native American units of CKLA, with European settlers coughing onto indigenous people to show the spread of illness after their arrival. And, in true Pilkey fashion, she co-created a graphic novel with a classmate based on a short story that they wrote together. Aiden Senra, a.k.a. Aiden, a.k.a. Squeezy Mayonnaise, a.k.a. Squeezy, a.k.a. Squeezin' King, gets the Bill Nye the Social Studies Guy Award. Let's be real here. Social Studies isn't exactly a fan favorite in my classroom, except for maybe Aiden and myself. Aiden makes social studies worth it for me, to the point that I don't even like teaching it on the days that he's absent. How can I introduce such an interesting figure like Benjamin Slay or Mom Bet without Aiden present? I just can't. He brings in the relevant facts, he knows the important dates, he knows the backstories of key events. He even fact-checks the lessons I teach. Are you sure that's the correct year for when the Battle of Lexington and Concord happened? He watches history-based brain pop videos just for fun, and even reads historical fiction in his free time. He definitely is Bill Nye, the social studies guy. Bill, Bill, Bill.
Harsimer Sadie. Harsimer receives the Future Mediator Award. Simmer was your girl for scoping out the current 5th grade drama. She'd always make sure to get everyone together and settle any issues so friendships would continue and no feelings were hurt. Keep bringing peace, Simmer. Mason Silva. Mason receives the Future NFL Star Award. Mason loved to play football outside at school and at recess. If he wasn't playing football, he was talking about it with his friends. His competitive personality will drive him to be an amazing NFL star someday. See you on the big field, Mason.
Mia Smith receives the School Spirit Award. She comes from it, honestly. Grinch Day, Gingerbread Day, Pajama Day. Mia is all in for it with her delightful outfits, her hairdos, and her sunny disposition, bringing her Potter School spirit to all our spirit days. Thank you so much, Mia.
Savannah Soares, a.k.a. Savi, a.k.a. Savi Navina, Waka Waka, Savi Navina, Singlingua, this is for Africa, gets the Brr, it's cold in here, there must be some toros in the atmosphere award. There's a lot of athletic kids in this class, but I think Savannah might be one of the most athletic, if not the most, especially when it comes to cheerleading. She cheerleads basically all year long. Multiple competition teams, tournaments, practices during the week and all weekend. Whenever I ask her what she's been up to, the answer is always the same. Cheering, 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 and sometimes lacrosse. But if they ever made another cheerleading movie, I think she could be a great leading role.
Vivian Soares. Vivian receives the Go-To Girl Award. Vivian was my go-to girl this year. If I needed something for someone for anything, I knew I could count on her to help me out. She loved to organize, take out recycling, and enlist her friends to help. Her kindness and help was greatly appreciated by me and her peers. Thank you for all your help, Vivian. Riley Standish. Riley receives the Stuck Like Glue Award. Riley was by my side any chance she got. We could be greeting students in the morning, eating snack, or hanging out at Fab, and Riley would usually be by my side. I knew every day I would have a buddy I could rely on to be there. Keep being amazing, Riley. Benjamin Stevens. Benji receives the Desk Treasure Collector Award. Benji always had something up his sleeve, or should I say, in his desk. Whether it was the class pet/stuffed animal or some fidget creation, Benji was always surprising me with his desk treasures. Keep being creative, Benji.
Kennedy Stewart, a.k.a. John F. Kennedy, a.k.a. Kenjamin Franklin, a.k.a. Ken Frank, a.k.a. Ken, a.k.a. Kenjamin Frankfurt, gets the Makes Me Feel Like I'm Part of the Family Award. I don't really know Kennedy's brother. I mean, I think I actually might have met him at open house in the beginning of the school year, but other than that, I never really talked to him. But I feel like I know him so well. Kennedy tells me all about him. When he got his license, how he was driving her to get ice cream after school, how she was super nervous about that because she didn't know if he even knew how to drive right. And then she even tells me how he gets grounded from time to time. I just feel like I'm part of the family when Kennedy shares in the morning. She gives me all the tea.
Brody Zindler. Brody receives the Good Mood Guru Award. Brody had a smile on his face all year long. Nothing could get this guy's mood down, even a CKLA assessment. He walked through 5th grade with a smile on his face and a group of friends beside him. Keep smiling bright, Brody.
Gavin Tavares. Exactly. Gavin Tavares receives the Game On Award. You name it, Gavin plays it. Or will learn to play it in the next 20 minutes and will be playing that game, giving 100% of his energy. A quick basketball game at Fab, Gavin is all in, hustling his team up and down the court. Recess football, eat or be eaten, Uno, Gavin will be standing there ready for Game On. Kyla Texera. Kyla Texera receives the Cheer You On Award. Kyla participates in competitive cheering and her team is quite successful. This doesn't surprise us because she cheers on her friends in our classroom with steady support and caring. Need a friend to go to breakfast? Feeling down? Kyla will cheer you on and make everything better. You are the best, Kyla.
Jason Tripp. Jason receives the Future Picasso Award. Jason was always amazing me with his drawings this year. From day one, I knew we had an artist among us. Whether it was on paper or whiteboard, marker or pencil, his creations always put me in awe. I know his talent will only continue to grow with him. See you in an art gallery, Jason. Killian Vargas. Killian receives the Future Park Ranger Award. Want to know a fun fact about animals? Killian is your guy. No matter the lesson, he always had a fun fact about an animal to share with the class. Most, if not all, I had never heard before. Thank you for all the new fun facts, Killian.
Weston Vaughn receives the Idea Incubator Award. As Weston works on some task in school, he is methodically thinking and improving his product. As we would have conversation about the task, Weston would say, "Give me a minute. Let me think about this." Then come back with an even better version of the task, whether it was writing, creating a model of a vampire squid, making a chemical reaction happen. Way to incubate an idea, then hatch it, Wes. Cal Bear Vieira. Cal Bear Vieira receives the Don't Stop Me Now, I'm on a Roll Award. Cal Bear would get going on an assignment, and as he put more time into it, he would be a steady worker who drifted away from some of the chattier learners and would find a quiet space to work and would be surprised when the time ended. Whether he was writing an essay, working on a display, or fine-tuning his graphic novel skills, Cal Bear wouldn't want to stop. Way to bring the effort, Cal Bear.
Aisley Yates, a.k.a. Aisley, a.k.a. no nickname, a.k.a. Aisley Luhu, gets the Theme Day Hero Award. PJ Day, pff, easy, check. Reindeer Day, antlers on, check. Grinch Day, Grinch sweater, Cindy Lou here, check. Any theme day, Aisley got it locked down. I think she had on a Christmas-themed clothes for the entire month of December and probably even most of November, too. She was even picking up the underground teacher theme week, too, before most of the kids even noticed that anything was happening. It must be Wear All Black Day today, and today's definitely Slipper Day. I saw all the other teachers wearing them in the hall. She's got a real knack for the theme days. Honestly, she makes me want to step my game up, too.
Alana Yates. Alana Yates receives the Upstander Award. Alana Yates is a true upstander. She stands up for all students on the playground and in the school. If she hears something that is unkind, she will stand up for the person who needs support without hesitation. If an adult needs to get involved, she confidently tells what she heard and saw. This level of connection to fair play and kindness is why Alana Yates receives the award for standing up for all. Thank you, Alana.
Julian Yu. Julian receives the Heart of Gold Award. Julian was one of my students I could always count on to say good morning, goodbye, have a great day, etc. He could always be counted on it by his peers and teachers for anything they needed, even if it was a good old-fashioned Kahoot battle. Keep being amazing, Julian.
Can we get another round of applause for our graduates? Today is a day of celebration, but it's also a day of looking forward. You're standing on the edge of a new adventure, middle school. And trust me, I was working in a middle school before coming here. It's a little different, but nothing to be afraid of. It's easy to look ahead and feel a little nervous about all the changes that might be coming your way. But there's a famous quote by Eleanor Roosevelt that will help put everything into perspective. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Think about that for 1 second. The future isn't just something that happens, it's something that you create. Right now, you might dream of being an artist, an athlete, a scientist, a video game designer, or maybe something else. Maybe you're undecided. All of those dreams start with the choices you make today and the steps you may take tomorrow. Potter School has taught you how to read, write, and problem solve, but most importantly, we've taught you how to dream. As you move on to middle school, the challenges may be different, but your ability to dream won't change. Continue to believe in yourself, support each other, and walk into middle school ready to make the future bright. Congratulations, class of 2016. Go and make, 2026. Go and make the future awesome. At this time, we're going to ask the staff members to please head out into the hallway for a traditional Potter exit parade. Families, this is how the parade is going to work. One at a time, we're going to ask homerooms to stand up, and they're going to locate their families in the crowd. The future middle schoolers and families will meet the teachers in the back of the auditorium. When everyone is in place, the teacher will lead the class through the parade of staff members outside the auditorium. The order for exiting is going to be Ms. Napert's class, followed by Mr. Dutra's class, and finally, Mrs. Goodman's class. Let's begin.